twice in the SES double discount sale. Right now.
Change is normal. A little grey here and a new wrinkle there. But when I noticed my gums starting to recede, I was concerned. I decided to use new Colgate Time Control.
Clinical trials show that Colgate Time Control's formula penetrates gums and makes them up to 73% healthier, helping prevent them from receding further. Colgate Time Control also contains vitamin E.
I haven't felt this good about my smile in years. You can't control time, but you can control its effects.
New Colgate Time Control. Everyday protection against time.
Over time, skin loses firmness and wrinkles deepen. Discover new Formula Garnier Ultralift, our latest effective anti-wrinkle cream with specially selected ginger captured in its purest form. In just 1 hour, skin appears uncreased. Even deep wrinkles appear reduced, and skin feels firmer. And our skincare research program is recognised by the British Skin Foundation. New Formula Garnier Ultralift. Take care.
Garnier.
See you later, love.
You better do better tonight.
Tonight?
Let me see the Valentine. Like cats going Cupid, like who's going to...
This Valentine's, buy Charles de Villers Champagne and Thornton's Premium Collection chocolates for just £15.
That was delicious.
Cheers. Oh, you must be shattered.
Yeah.
Early night.
Another great offer from Morrison's.
We was wondering how to make the Brits 2007 even more dangerous. So we drafted in filthy weirdos, lycanthropes, the angry and dispossessed, and bear traps. So then we realised none of these things are as dangerous as doing it totally live. And with Take That, the Killers and Scissor Sisters, anything could happen.
The Brits 2007 live Valentine's Day at 8, ITV1.
Al Murray's Happy Hour is tonight at 10:15. Before that, tuck into some TV Burp.
Welcome to TV Burp. Statue of Liberty makes guest appearance on Coronation Street.
I've done bad stuff before.
On Britain's worst weather, a bin lays an egg.
I potentially made a fatal error.
Emmerdale Shadrach does his laundry at last. And there was a wheelchair crash on Holby.
You either tell me where the money is, or I'm telling everyone else you're keeping it all.
Yeah? Well, why don't you tell him at the same time that it was my lucky fiver that you forcibly...
Who says the plots on Holby are getting a little far-fetched?
You'll kill yourself.
I have to feel far. That's the sort of thing that happens every day in a busy district general. And if you were thinking, wait a minute, that's Adam Acaro off the bill. You were right. It was Adam Acaro off the bill. 2 points to you. He was working with a lady who was suffering from the crippling disease, unable to finish my sentence-itis.
Terrified that when the day comes, you won't be let into heaven and that your soul will be... I know some witnesses who've had... Judith's mother-in-law had it done, and it was... Sorry, can I have a...
I hope you get better soon. Then there was the sad case of the human cat.
That is a hairball.
How do you think I got this bald? It didn't fall out, I ate it. Meanwhile, down in Casualty, Nathan's eyes nearly popped out of his head.
I know everything.
Just what was he looking at? Well, it was something about Selina's legs.
I know everything.
She's a fawn! Isn't it silly at work when someone gets all possessive about a chair?
Our task for today.
Jimmy Collins.
Yes. We've got a finding.
Yes, it's the Bill, and it was all systems go down at Sun Hill.
To push his way to the front of the queue, knocked an old lady over, then done a runner without paying for the bandages.
Well, is she all right?
Well, yeah, they'd given her a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Right, did you get a description?
Yeah, the cup was about that big. I think the biscuit was a penguin, but could have been a bourbon. I'll have to check the CCTV. Have you ever heard of that condition, jewellery Tourette syndrome? No! Yeah, but it's where you can't help shouting out what jewellery a person's wearing as you go past them.
Tom's had a rough time over the last few years. Someone should have been looking out for him. I should have been looking out for him. Earrings.
Bangle! They were in pursuit of pendant of an escaped criminal who looked necklace familiar.
Victor 109 Delta Echo Papa. And that's the man himself. Limping off into the sunset. It looks like he's hurt himself.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, it's Den off EastEnders. Yeah. Talking of EastEnders, ever play that game where you bet on the first item of clothing to come out of the tumble dryer at the laundrette?
Now we have the result of the photo finish. It was first pyjama bottom.
Oh, and I had a fiver on pants. I was surprised to learn that Phil Mitchell's car repair workshop, the Arches, doesn't have a loo. So basically, you have to go when you think no one's looking.
I'm cooking tonight, yeah? Proper meal, everyone together. You've got to. Oh, Denise, don't... I know you're trying to help, but I've gone long enough without mother, and don't need one now. Okay, no, I am.
Elsewhere on the square, it seemed Shirley had a little tummy trouble.
That's your bathroom blasted.
Shirley, really? There was a new character on the square this week, Mr. Beer Bottle. He was stood up at the bar and waited to be dismissed by Peggy before going on his way.
Well, I'm glad that's over, wasn't it? Go on, you can get off now.
Oh, and here he is, look. Hello, Mr. Beer Bottle. How are you settling in on the square?
Oh, everyone's very friendly. See you at the bar.
OK, see you at the bar. Off you go. Which brings us to our TV highlight of the week. TV highlight of the week.
Listen, do you fancy going for a cup of coffee or something?
No.
If you were a crocodile in a Punch and Judy show, I suppose it's inevitable that some of Mr. Punch's little noises might start to rub off on you.
Lovely little fighter. Look at that.
This was Nick Baker's Weird Creatures. And this week, he was hunting down a gharial, a type of crocodile. You may not have heard of the gharial. What you probably have heard of are the various gharial-related phrases and sayings.
Now, the whole point of having the gharial in the hand is, well, pretty much along the lines of a gharial in the hand is worth several in the river.
The well-known saying, a gharial in the hand is worth several in the river. And the other one,
You can lead a gharial to water, but you can't make it feed.
Yes. He's got a book out, Nick Baker's Book of Common Phrases. There we are. Let's have a look at some of these. Well, you can lead a gharial to water, but you can't make it swim. Obviously, that's one. There's Garriols who live in glass houses shouldn't throw Garriols. And my favourite, get on with it. Now, obviously, you don't want to get too close to a fully grown crocodile, so Nick chooses to handle the baby Garriols, which frightens them a little bit and makes them call out for their mummies. Ah.
That cool little noise there is basically a way of calling in mum and saying, help, help, there's, I'm in trouble.
Oi! Put my baby down! Naughty Mr. Punch! See how you like it! If you think Nick Baker's pretty far out, wait till you see Dr. Lawrence Blair on Sky One.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack when you're out there.
He's like Keith Richards on Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey, what's with the eye patch, Lawrence? Is it to make you look more mysterious?
We are 99.4% genetic clones with these guys.
Oh, no, I see. It's to cover the hollow eye socket. Sorry, I asked. He's quite a character, is Lawrence. Rather odd taste in women, though.
The dugong is svelte, with a beautiful womanly face and smile.
Lovely face. What else you got for us, Larry?
A transparent carnivorous hoover with a toothy smirk and legs.
Transparent carnivorous hoover with legs? That's Janet Street Porter, isn't it? Who is back on our screens with Gail Porter in So You Think You Can Nurse. You don't have to be called Porter to be in it, but it helps. This turns out to be absolutely gripping.
Scott's been monitoring the progress of Gail's blister, and he's starting to get concerned.
Will it go septic? Will it heal up? Will someone have to burst it? Oh, it's very exciting. They're clever, you see. They know that by trailing something like that, you're going to have to tune in because, naturally, you want to know what happens to Gail Porter's blister. It's human nature. The other way they keep you watching is to do a cliffhanger into the ad break, like this one on Farm of Fussy Eaters.
Coming up, our fussy eaters face their first food minefield, the welcome buffet. Will someone who can't swallow anything but chips be beaten by a sausage?
I can't wait. Will he eat a sausage or not? I don't know what I want to find out about most, the sausage or the blister. The Farm of Fussy Eaters is a farm where fussy eaters are brought together to conquer their faddish food tastes, and not, as I first thought, a place where fussy eaters are farmed and slaughtered for their flesh. No, it's difficult because a lot of the fussies are overweight. Did you know that in some counties they've introduced a kind of fat apartheid, where the overweight have to walk on a different side of the road to average weight people?
I'm worried about getting diabetes.
It's not on. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, never mind that. Does he eat the sausage or not? It's very exciting.
Breathe deeply and just relax, OK? You swallowed it?
Yeah.
Hey! Well done!
Hooray! He eats a bit of sausage. Give him a peanut. But, you know, there's always someone less well off than you.
While Spud basks in his victory over the sausage, Katie is continuing to feel the aftershock of tasting a raspberry for the first time.
Makes my irrational fear of hummus seem ridiculous. Psychologist Jeffrey Beatty conducted an experiment. He got them to draw pictures of themselves to get an insight into the real them.
It's time to find out just exactly what Ruth is made of.
What is this?
Chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar wrappers?
Well, no, that's supposed to be chocolate.
That's a chocolate bar.
That's supposed to be the wrapper.
So, in this picture, you are the chocolate woman?
Yeah, she's drawn herself as a chocolate bar.
This is interesting. Tell me about this. Not a lot of detail here, interestingly.
That's me. Not a lot of detail.
But which Which is the better insight into the real person beneath? Ruth, the chocolate lady, or John, the man with no detail? There's only one way to find out. Break it up! Break it up! See you after the break.
Oh, thank you. That's really helpful.
For careers advice that's tailored to fit you, call the Learn Direct Advice line on 0800 100 900.
Crumlin's noodle scenes have no artificial colours or preservatives. There's lovely.
Kick off the return of the UEFA Champions League with your fantastic free sticker album offer and first 6 stickers. Get closer to the action. Free only with this Sunday's News of the World.
First time broke out a bone, I tripped over my shoelaces. Second time broke out a bone, I tripped over my shoelaces. Toe bone into the ankle bone into the knee bone into the shin bone into the ankle bone. Got to get a new pair of shoes to kick it with her, not kick it with you.
There was a monster! It chased us! I played my telly.
Time to look behind you. Time to run. Time to scream.
Ow!
Time for adventure. Primeval, a new series, tonight at 7:45, ITV1.
Welcome back to TV Burp. Game of real-life mousetrap on the bill. Jack Sugden had rather an odd choice of packed lunch.
Right. Pneumonia and clostridial diseases.
On Dancing on Ice, Stephen Gately has a fight with a girl. Big surge in popularity after Big Brother sees launch of Cleo Rocker's doll.
I don't seem to be able to shift them.
On Rough Diamond, we were treated to that embarrassing problem where you've been out on the town, had a few drinks, and you're shocked to find out who's lying next to you the next morning. Which brings us to our most elaborate dog wee of the week.
Most elaborate dog wee of the week.
Something that I enjoy doing.
Let's have a look at what's happening on Waterloo Road.
Come on, lad. Over we go. And it's getting that there. Over there, then. Watch it!
Nothing much. Whilst on Emmerdale, someone was in trouble.
Well, well, whose pants are on fire now?
And whose pants were on fire? Rodney's! But the big excitement was the Emmerdale pageant to celebrate 500 years of Emmerdale. Seems longer.
The pageant is a celebration of the 500th anniversary of this great parish. A procession featuring members of the local community in costume illustrating Emmerdale through the ages.
Yes, local folk will parade dressed as some of Emmerdale's characters from the past. Oh, look, here it comes. Oh, look, it's Viv, heavily pregnant with the twins, and, oh, behind her, it's Captain Haddock, or Zach, as we call him. Oh, and who's this? Oh, it's Tom King, and, Oh, Vic Windsor and Dawn Woods and Max King and Sarah Sugden. Dawn, what's this? Oh, what's this coming? Oh, it's thrown into the... Oh, the wall pack's exploded. Oh, the Emmerdale pageant. Great fun. Coronation Street now, and Norris was in a flutter this week.
Excuse me, would you mind lifting yourself off the confectionery? You're crushing me Turkish delight with your...
breasts. Ever wondered what it must be like for Blanche, looking through those glasses of hers?
I'm sorry, mate.
But every now and then, the soaps throw up an image that you really hadn't asked for.
Oh, it's a long time since I slapped my thighs. That reminds me, Rita. Can you still do the splits?
Emily slapping her thighs, Rita's doing the splits. I didn't want that image in my head. Now I can't shift it. Quick, try and think of something else.
Look, do you fancy a drink?
I suppose I could say goodnight to Amy, yeah.
Oh, good. It's just I hate drinking on my own, and Grant has got a Ram Widdicombe head on.
Grant's got a Ram Widdicombe head on. That's right, Blanche has got interchangeable heads. Like a doll.
I don't understand your attitude.
Yeah, so you've said loads of times.
Mother, can't you just leave it? Somebody can, somebody...
There, eagle eyes and everything.
Ken, you're a stiff old ironing board and you really need to loosen up.
A few nights at home in front of the telly wouldn't go amiss.
All right, just calm down.
Here we go.
I must say, this week, it was nice to see Amanda Barry back on the box.
Say hello, Bez.
Of course not. It's Dragon's Den. Yeah, the show in which the public try to get backing for their inventions. And who's first?
And basically the idea is, if you're going to France, you would put the glove on your right hand. This would then remind you and any other driver in the vehicle to stay on the right-hand side of the road.
Yes, the right-hand glove. To stop people driving on the wrong side of the road when abroad. Nice idea. I myself have come up with an invention to keep you on the right-hand side of the road. Every time you appear to veer off onto the left-hand side of the road, it tells you to get back on the right side of the road in a high-pitched voice. It's called a wife. It also tells you when you're going too fast and never puts your CDs back in their proper cases. And refuses to drive, even though you like a drink, so you stay off the booze. Then it turns out she doesn't have a drink anyway, so you both drive. There's the fun in that. My favourite was a young man by the name of Levi Roots, who had invented something I'd never heard before.
Reggae, reggae sauce, hot reggae, reggae sauce. It's so nice, I had to name it twice. I called it reggae, reggae sauce, hot reggae, reggae sauce.
Yeah, he invented a new form of music called reggae. No. He invented a new sauce, reggae sauce. So, Levi Roots, is that your real name?
Levi Roots, what a great name.
Thanks
Is it your
very
real
much.
name?
No, it's my pseudonym. My real name is Keith.
Now, Keith claimed to have an order for 2.5 million litres of his sauce and had a letter to prove it.
OK, you mentioned a letter you had with an order for 2.5 million litres.
Yeah.
So have you got the letter with you?
I have indeed.
Well, would you pass that to Theo and let him read it while I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly, no problem. And I think Theo must be this handsome guy right in front of me here.
Sold. I like you already.
Yeah, I've got the letter here. It says, Keith, would you get some more sauce, please? Now, the wife. And at the bottom, P.S. Is it all right if you drive tonight because I fancy a drink? Next up was Sally with a woolly warmer, a device for keeping lambs warm on a cold winter's night.
So the lamb is put inside the sling, its head trapped on the outside, and the box filled with warm water.
Then you put it in the oven at gas mark 6 for 2.5 hours. Comes out lovely and tender. It's a sheep pressure cooker. Super, with a little mint sauce.
What you need, Harry, is some reggae sauce.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Levi Roots.
Put some music in the food for me. And give me some reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. It's so nice to name it twice. I call it reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. Reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. Reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce.
That's all from us. See you next week.
Are you feeling a bit low? Winter getting you down? What you need is a dose of dancing on ice.
Cheer yourself up with spectacular performances from our skating stars and a brand new routine from Torval and Dean.
Dancing on ice, it's the perfect cure for the winter blues. And it's coming up next.
The doors are open once again.
Hello, gorgeous shoppers.
For the return of the ultimate